Hello, it's Joe at Valley Marine. Beautiful day out here in Union Gap, Washington, and we're going to take a look at another boat. This boat is a 2020 2075 Pro V Bass XS, and we'll get into the XS designation here in a little bit. But what we really want to do is we want to take a look at this boat and kind of point out some of the features that are on it. We get a decent amount of requests for a video on this boat, particularly one that is for sale instead of some that we've rigged, just showing some of the rigging components. So we wanted to take care of that for you guys today. The 2075 Pro V Bass XS is on the IPS2 hull, so it's going to be a very nice performing boat. One of the things that you're going to notice right away is the amount of freeboard that's on this boat. Very low profile to the water, makes fishing for bass very easy to lean over, get inside the water, tend to your fish, do anything along those lines. So that's why it's got such a low profile. We paired this boat up with the custom trailer. Again, with Lund, the custom trailer is the Lund guard. You also get the diamond plate fenders. You get the guide-ons on the back, custom wheels, and it does come with the spare tire. So there's a lot of nice features on the custom trailer underneath this boat. This boat here we paired with the 250 horsepower Mercury motor. That is the V8 motor. Plenty of power on the back of this boat. This boat actually gets up, lifts out of the water, and she's off and running in an instant. As we move towards the back of the boat, one of the main options that people really want to take a look at is this. This is the port console. This is removable, it is option. So the boat comes standard with just the driver's side console, but you can get this as an optional console. We like to do it just because it could get a little chilly out here in the mornings or in the evening times, to be able to get a little extra wind protection for that second person that's going out and fishing with you. Very easy to remove, doesn't take a lot to do so, and it is just a really nice feature that we've seen. Like I mentioned before, the XS portion of this boat is a couple of integrated seats in the back of the boat. If you're looking at the standard 2075 Pro V Bass, you get a really nice platform across the back. Obviously, most of the room up in this boat is going to be in the bow area, nice and elevated, be able to get up there and do some fishing really easily, and we'll take a look at that in a little bit. But as we come towards the back of the boat, those seats that I'm talking about are actually flip-up seats. And that's exactly what it is. There's an extra seat that flips up. You can use it as a casting platform across the back here, or you can flip the seat up and have 4 people inside the boat riding very comfortably. And we'll take a look at the footprint of this boat next. So why don't we get inside? So here we are inside the 2075 Pro V Bass XS. And again, one of the features that everybody really likes on this boat is these flip-up seats. Now that we're inside the boat, we can get a better look at exactly how these things operate. So I'm going to come over here to this seat. I'm going to go ahead and flip it up. Like I mentioned, plenty of room here. You can see that there's a lot of leg room in between this seat and the passenger seat up there at the removable side console. In between the two seats, you're going to have a very nice oversized live well here. The live well does have a divider down the middle. For those of you that want to use that, it is accessible and it's definitely inside there. Another feature that I like to point out at this particular time is you can see that this has got an aluminum floor inside this boat. So this is channeled aluminum all the way across the back here, and then it's up in the bow area as well, and we'll take a look at that in just one second. So you have a dual lid live well back here. Be able to flip up either side of those. Like I mentioned, it's got the divider, you've got the timer for the aerator inside there, and if you don't want to use these seats in the back, you can go ahead and put the seat down, and it gives you a very nice casting platform across the back here. On this boat, we've got the seats for both forward and aft here, and this does have a little gas shock here. So all you have to do is just there, and you can actually do some different heights. So you could use it as a leaning post, or you could put it down a little bit there if you would like, and you can actually use it as a bottom seat. So really comfortable for whoever's back here doing some fishing, be able to maneuver around really easily. You do get a little storage compartment as well as some cup holders for the 2 people that are in the back of the boat. The other thing that I like on this boat is that it's got a decent size cockpit area. So you step down in here, vinyl main floors across the main area of the boat, but as I mentioned before, plenty of room to get in behind the driver's and passenger seats on this boat. So again, we're just looking at the stern of the 2075 Pro V Bass XS, and now we'll take a look at the rest of the interior of this boat. So here we are looking forward on the 2075 Pro V Bass XS, and again, like I mentioned, tons of room, very comfortable. You can see how much room there is around me as I sit inside this seat up here, and you can just imagine yourself out doing some fishing. Like the back, this is a aluminum floor that's inside here. You pick up these compartments, gas assist, shock. Look how much room's inside that guy. That's probably is the largest compartment that's on this boat, but you can get all sorts of supplies down in there. You can see right now that we've got the towable top that's in there just laying inside that compartment, and everything's channeled up here as well too. So when you're looking at these boats, if you get any water that goes inside the boats, since that's channeled, it's going to move its way back towards the aft and not necessarily get inside your storage compartments. Another really nice feature that Lund put on this boat here. Everybody really likes the rod storage in here. If you take a look here, you've got a lockable rod storage. Just flip this guy up, again, gas assist, and you can fit quite a few rods inside there. This is also the area where we utilize to put your batteries for your bow mount motor that's on there, and we can also put your charger inside here. So everything's actually out of the way, nothing's really up on the deck. Very inconspicuous as far as the batteries go. You don't even know they're there unless you need them, and it's got a little designated area for your charger. So that's a really nice feature that's on this boat. Just gives you a lot of extra room up here. Over on the starboard side of the boat, again, more storage compartments. There's a lockable compartment here as well. There is a second bottom seat that's inside there, so you could have one in the bow, one in the transom. Everybody's really comfortable, and just tons and tons of room on this boat here. Tons of storage as well too. Live well, so 2 live wells on board. First one's going to be aft, second one's going to be here in front of the driver's side console. 2 more compartments up in the front, and all the way up here in the bow area, you have a couple of different options. You got a cup holder for whoever here be able to have a beverage. You have your plug-in for your bow mount motor. You've also got a trim switch to be able to raise and lower the main motor as you're going into some of your fishing holes where you know it's going to get a little shallow. And in the bow, we'll take a look at this here in a second, but it does have a flush mount plate that's down here. So if you wanted to flush mount your electronics, you can definitely do that up here in the bow. Get your bow mount motor up here and you're off and ready to go. So that's it. You got the 2075 Pro V Bass XS.